aquí con nuestro aventurero Gerard de Rivia y vamos a continuar con la misión del último deseo de Jennifer. Vamos a ir hacia el punto donde nos dijo. Aquí. Bueno, los gráficos se ven mucho mejor que en el YouTube, en la Play 4. Aunque la versión de PC se ve bastante mejor, por lo que he podido ver. Si tienes un PC bastante potente. Bueno, esto ya lo había hecho antes. Pasa que he vuelto a cargar partida porque se me ha bugueado la misión. Y he tenido que volver a empezar a grabar. Pero bueno, ahí intentemos a ver si ahora funciona bien. Vamos a hablar con Jennifer.
Ye ain't welcome here, witch. What was that?
No.
A hex? Which hex me?
Always did know how to win, friends.
I was provoked.
Saw it happen. Wanted to talk to me about something?
Amos Faripsis, a specialist on djinns. Heard of him? I found a tome he'd penned in the Emperor's library. Faripsis set off for Skellige one day and was never heard from again. I asked some of the local folk. Some here still remember him.
They know what happened to him?
The locals say they last saw his ship off the coast of Hindisfjall. Then a once-in-an-eon storm broke.
So he's probably fish food by now.
Not necessarily. I must learn what became of him.
Why? Do you know him?
No. It's not the mage who interests me. It's his djinn.
Why are you even interested? Djinns are dangerous sometimes, and malicious all the time.
I remember. But the advantages outweigh the risks. If I can tame a djinn, I shall gain incredible power. And that could be useful to us one of these days.
You sure this mage actually had a djinn?
His books strongly suggest he did. He describes taming one, harnessing energy from its power.
Storm wouldn't pose a threat if he'd had a djinn. He could just utter a wish.
Perhaps he had none left, or something unexpected happened.
All right, so what exactly do you expect me to do?
You must help me find this djinn. I've no gold to offer in reward, but I shall be ever so grateful.
Since you put it that way, fine, I'll help you.
Thank you. A boat awaits in the harbor. Come.
¿Sabéis fijar el detalle? Le ha dicho te quiero en inglés. No está traducido.
See, you've managed to prepare everything already.
I have.
How could you possibly know I'd agree?
I didn't. Decided to risk it.
Con los tíos de las cajitas.
Lead the way.
Just once, you might try to take the initiative.
Would you even let me?
It would depend on the situation.
Priestess is a terrible cross, will you?
Vamos a ver.
You and the sorceress both. What'd you do to them?
Aquí donde se me ha bugueado antes.
The ship carrying the djinn sank somewhere in this area.
Not too precise as leads go.
I'll cast a spell on our boat. We'll know if there are any wrecks on the seafloor below us.
All right, let's get to work.
Mind if I take the helm?
got a choice?
No.
Misión actualizada. Vale, sube al barco a bordo con Jennifer. Vale.
Geralt, how long must I wait? Are you ready to sail?
No me deja hablar con ella. Otra vez me ha pasado lo mismo.
Getting in or not?
Me dice si subo o no. Ya estoy arriba. Ah, vale. Me tengo que sentar aquí. Hostia, pues no estaba bugueado.
Not sure this gin thing's a good idea.
We managed to seize one before. Do you remember?
Of course. Dandelion almost lost his voice that time.
How lucky your exorcism saved it. It was poetic.
Yeah, how was I supposed to know that incantation meant begone and plow yourself?
You should have studied foreign languages.
Gonna keep bringing that up for the rest of my life.
Of course. Your last wish effectively assured it.
My wish was about us being together always, not about you mocking my every mistake.
Careful what you wish for. And when your wish is granted,
Muy bien,
you must
nos hemos
accept
quedado
it with
atascados
all
aquí
attendant
con el barco.
circumstances.
Yeah.
And as for your missteps, I don't rightly see why I shouldn't laugh if they're amusing.
Ew. Jennifer, nos hemos quedado atascados. Vale, lo siento mucho. Hay que cargar partido. Bueno, no tardamos
His
nada.
long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman.
Vale, vamos a apartar esto. Gente, lo siento. Es lo que hay. Lo editaré con el vídeo y quitaré ese trocito porque... Vamos a quitar el barco.
Geralt, how long must I wait? Are you ready to sail?
Marcha atrás. Ok.
Getting in or not?
Vale, Jennifer. Ya hemos quitado el barco. Vámonos.
Not sure this gin thing's a good idea.
We managed to seize one before. Do you remember?
Of course. Dandelion almost lost his voice that time.
How lucky your exorcism saved it. It was poetic.
Yeah, how was I supposed to know that incantation meant begone and plow yourself?
You should have studied foreign languages.
Gonna keep bringing that up for the rest of my life.
Of course. Your last wish effectively assured it.
My wish was about us being together always, not about you mocking my every mistake.
Careful for what you wish for. And when your wish is granted, you must accept it with all attendant circumstances.
Yeah.
And as for your missteps, I don't rightly see why I shouldn't laugh if they're amusing. There's
Jennifer me
something
está
here
mojando.
on the bottom. It's too deep here. You can't dive that long.
You underestimate me.
On the contrary. After all, I asked you for help. I'll cast a spell. It will slow your heart for a time. You can stay submerged longer.
Esad Eich Criede Rithorn.
Ready. Careful down there.
Vale. Pues al agua.
How's your bath? Water warm enough for you?
Me ha tirado un hechizo y no me ahogo. Qué bueno. Aquí hay bichos.
How's it going?
Yeah, you know I hate it when you read my mind.
Strictly speaking, I'm not reading your mind, but using telepathy. Besides, you've nothing to hide, right?
Wouldn't admit it if I did. Good point.
See anything interesting?
A shipwreck in the cavern. I'll look inside.
Ya puedo hablar debajo del agua y todo. ¿Congelado? Es bueno tener una amiga así, ¿eh? Ah, es su novia, ¿no? A ver qué encontramos. Mira, un tesoro. Vale, ya que estamos aquí vamos a cogerlo todo. Ya que podemos pasar más tiempo aquí debajo, podría haber algo interesante a lo mejor. A ver. No hay nada escondido. No. Bueno, pues
Snapped masts, busted planks, and a whole swarm of drowners. Probably drawn by the corpses of drowned crew, then made their nest here. There's also a Clan Drummond figurehead.
Not the right ship. Come back up.
ok. Vamos. Esta misión secundaria promete. No hay nada más. Vale, pues ya nos hemos pegado el chapuzón.
Where to now?
Wherever the leads take us.
Say we find the Jinn. What'll you do? Ask for a beautiful house? And a palace? And a queen's crown?
Are we still talking about the Jinn? Have we moved on to a talking fish?
Doesn't much matter. Both make wishes come true. What would yours be?
You learn in due course.
Me tiene intrigado por qué se llama el último deseo.
Something's here. Another wreck.
Let's see if our Jinn's down there.
Ok, al agua. A ver qué
boat's rotted.
Look around, but be careful. Look for something that might indicate it's the Mage's ship.
Beautiful craftsmanship.
What do you have?
A war horn, bearing Clan Heimai symbols. Beautiful craftsmanship.
What do you have?
A war horn, bearing Clan Heimai symbols.
A ver si lo encontramos.
Got something. A Skelliger's buckler. Clan Heimai symbols.
Donar's clan.
Donor was a babe in swaddling clothes when this buckler landed here. Longship belonged to Clan Dimon. Yen. Doubt any of these boats were the mages. These are old sunken longships.
Come back then. We must search elsewhere.
Aquí no es.
You're getting better at this.
Going in quicker if you help me down there.
I prefer to observe matters from up here, most definitely.
Yeah, like when we were looking for the Golden Dragon and an avalanche swept us off the trail. Me clinging to the remains of a bridge for dear life. You gripping my waist, admiring the view. Remember? Chasm below us was breathtaking. Rustling trees, a lazily flowing stream.
I remember, though I found myself admiring what I had right in front of me.
Esta misión es guapa. Este trozo ya lo he hecho, lo que pasa es que lo estoy repitiendo.
Something strange about those rocks.
There's something on the bottom. We'll see what it is.
No, vamos a ver el fondo. Pues lo que decía, la estoy repitiendo porque se me grabó mal y he tenido que empezar, ¿sabes? Pero bueno, ¿qué le vamos a hacer? Que no nos ataquen las sirenas.
See something?
Something doesn't do it justice. A huge crater, as if a meteorite landed here.
I must see it.
Diving in after all?
No, I should cast another spell to see through your eyes. Now relax. I su foltje bedem ein echte illiven. That is no meteorite crater.
What is it then?
The effect of teleportation. A powerful force cut out a fragment of the seabed, rocks and everything lying within the teleportation zone.
Always claimed portals were dangerous.
I believe we're on the right track. Look for anything that might contain a djinn.
Fine, but get out of my eyes. Too cramped in here for us both.
I su foltje bedem ein echte illiveid.
Something cut this basket exactly in half. Something cut this basket exactly in half. Silver, pearl-encrusted cutlery. Ship belonged to someone awfully wealthy.
Amos was no pauper.
No gin here, but there's something you ought to like.
What?
Half a seal.
That'll do. Come back up.
Voy a coger todo. Porque por aquí no creo que lo vamos a pasar, ¿no? sé si habrán cosa de gran valor, creo que no. Las plantas suelen ser raras, las de aquí. A ver esto. No, esta era una pista. Vale, vale. Ya está, vámonos. Mira las sirenas. Aquí las sirenas tienen alas. Qué bueno. A ver, ¿dónde estás, Jennifer? Pero bueno, este capítulo la verdad que va a estar guapo, ¿eh? Ya lo veréis.
Only found half. Can you do anything with this?
I can use it to locate the other half, to within a dozen yards.
And once we find that, we should find the gin.
Exactly. Ready? I'll take us there on the count of 3.
Oh, no, not another portal.
Stop whining. 1, 2...
Said you were gonna go on 3.
I did. Look, we must search the area.
Yen, not so fast. Gotta tell me what this is about first. Why do you want this gin?
But you already know. A djinn's power is priceless to a mage.
That I know, but I also want to know how you plan to use it. Wouldn't go to these lengths if it wasn't something important.
You're right. It's important. Even very important. How long has this been going on, Geralt? This thing between us? 15, 20 years? We repeatedly split up, then return to one another. Something draws us to each other, but I can never be certain if it's a true feeling or merely a bit of mischief by a djinn.
So that's it. This is about my last wish?
You asked that djinn to bind us together forever. I want to ask this one to take that wish back.
I get it. You want to know what'll happen if magic no longer binds us.
I want to know if when the djinn's magic is gone, if we've any magic left of our own.
Wondered that myself many times.
You see, we're just a step away from learning the truth. Come, let's search the ship.
Vale, que sepáis que esto no es un
Seems Amos was quite the eccentric, asking the djinn to lift half his ship to a mountaintop.
He didn't necessarily. Djinns are inherently mischievous. This one might have granted his wish and perverted it in doing so.
In that case, I'd appreciate it if you didn't wish I'd disappear from your life.
I've yet to decide how to word it.
Nothing here. Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting. Interesting. Mystery of mysteries. Agnes of Glanville. Wonder what this means.
these shoes. Looks like the impact with the mountain was so powerful it popped the wearer right out of them. Mage must have slept here. Wonder what this means. Nothing here. Elemental Empires by Giambattista. Nothing interesting here. Blood. Someone was dragged across the deck, or left this mark when the ship suddenly tipped to one side.
Yen, think you should see this.
What do you have? It's Amos. Looks exactly like the etching in the book. Except his head was intact there.
Think the Jinn did this to him?
No, it wouldn't attack its master. This looks rather like an unfortunate accident. When the storm broke, Amos must have uttered a wish like, "Take us away, anywhere, to a mountaintop, even." And the Jinn granted the wish literally. They had a hard landing. Amos was thrown off his feet and against the wall. The bookcase did the rest.
Always knew too much studying could kill you. If he died while being teleported, Seal might still be on him.
Behold.
Bravo! Come to the deck. I've an idea.
Partida, no vaya a ser que me pase lo de antes.
Step back a bit.
What are you going to do?
Summon and tame the Jinn. It's not likely to be happy. Stand at the ready.
Tame Jinn, Rif Kaishta Engaya, Kaishta Ep Displair, Gevired Mi Castle.
You must weaken him while I draw him into the sphere.
Where to trade places?
Come on!
Ahí os dejo con la intriga, chavales. Hasta el próximo episodio.